know by now that videos with captions perform better than videos without them, but I've got some hot tips to perfect them. Hi friend, welcome to CapCut's YouTube channel. Today we're going over an absolute must for any video that features speaking or voiceover. Captions. Captions are extremely important because they make your videos accessible to people who are hard of hearing or just consume content without the sound on. I know for me, I do a lot of scrolling in the morning, and if I listen to it with the sound on, I'll wake up my dog. She needs her beauty sleep, so if I come across a video without captions, I just scroll on to the next one. If you want to learn how to easily add and spice up your captions on CapCut, you've come to the right place. I'm going to show you how to include and optimize your captions in every video you make. But before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed to CapCut's YouTube channel so you don't miss any tutorials. We're here to help creators like you succeed, and I don't want you to miss a thing. Okay, let's get started. So I've got my video here, and I haven't added any razzle dazzle, but the rough cut is ready. My very first move here is going to be adding captions. But obviously I'm not gonna just type them out by hand. I'm gonna let CapCut add them automatically. To do this, I'm just gonna tap on the captions button here at the bottom. Then I'll generate my captions from my video. If you use voiceover, go ahead and choose that option. You can see here that I also have a bunch of templates to choose from. Let's go with this one for now, but if I change my mind later, I can always go with a different template. I also have the option to add bilingual captions. If you have a bilingual audience or you're talking about a topic that's popular worldwide, this is a great move. I'll keep the identify filler words and auto highlight sliders turned on, and then let's go ahead and generate these captions. Now that I've generated my captions, you can see here that I have a ton of editing options. I want to specifically talk about the highlight feature here because this is going to keep your audience watching and engaging with your content. You can see here that within this section, I can choose specific words that I want to highlight to add a little bit of emphasis. CapCut will automatically choose words that it thinks you'll want to highlight. You can add more highlights or remove them by tapping the word in question. You can also change the style of your highlights or remove them altogether. You can always head into the highlight section that's down here with all of the other editing options. I highly recommend using the highlight feature when you add your captions. It adds more visual interest while also letting your audience know that there are important details that you'd like them to pay attention to. Be sure to choose a highlight style that really drives that emphasis home. You can also align your highlight color, font, and effects with your typical branding. So if your logo or username is usually in red, go ahead and make your highlights red to match. Along those same lines, I also recommend using CapCut's emoji caption template to add a little bit more visual intrigue. I see people using this one all the time on TikTok, and you can easily add it to your video by heading into the style section and choosing it from the list of templates. When I choose this template, CapCut will automatically add emojis that coincide with what I'm saying. This is a cool way to draw your viewer's eye to the captions even more. The font is bold and attention-grabbing, plus you got these emojis for added flair. Now that you've got your captions looking the way you want them to, let's talk strategy. Captions are useful for accessibility, of course, but they can also be utilized for engagement. Let's head into the Edit Captions menu and I'll show you what I mean. A little trick that I recommend is breaking up your captions so that only 3 to 5 words show up on screen at a time. This is going to give the illusion of a quicker pace to prevent your audience from getting bored and scrolling to the next video. You can do this by going into your caption, finding where you'd like to split, and pressing the return key to create a new segment. There is also the split button here. It does the same thing. It's just up to you which one you'd like to use. If you ever want to merge a caption back together, just tap the merge key. You can also press your backspace at the front of the caption that you'd like to move back up. I don't see a ton of people doing this on TikTok, but when they do, I'm locked in. It just makes the video feel a lot faster than it might actually be. If you're someone who talks in your content or relies on voiceover, you've got to be using captions. These can make or break your video. Many viewers, such as myself, prefer to watch videos with captions even when the volume's up, so go ahead and set yourself up for success. Use those captions. Make sure your captions are easy to read, highlight certain words for emphasis, and have a quicker pace. We're going for maximum success here. Comment down below if you have any questions about captions or if you want to share some other hot tips for creators. We want to hear from you, and let us know what other tutorials you'd like to see. And with that, I will catch you in the next one. Bye.